Hey, Agaho guys, finally got off my duff and decided to do stuff with editing software, so I decided that we're going to do a re-narration of a really old battle to, give Camtasia 9 a try and see if it's not total crap. Battle against Colt starts out with Togekiss. I got Grenade Man here, who is 4x weak to Flamethrower. I don't like that. We're going to get out into our special wall, which is Medi. This is my classic 4th gen Charge Ball Medi. Extremely effective, but, we're gonna go for Charge Beam. Yeah, Togekiss is not fairy type, so we can't hit it with Shadow Ball. So Charge Beam is what we're gonna go for, and we're gonna connect it with this Metagross. Max special attack, does a little bit of damage, gets this attack race, which is of course automatic with Serene Grace. But I don't really want to stay in on Metagross because 4th gen Explosion's a thing for one thing. But we're just gonna go back out into Grenade Man. He's just gonna go for a reasonably safe EQ. And does a fair chunk there. This Grenade Man is apparently not fully physically defensive anyway. And I think I'm just going to set up some hazards. Seems like an okay thing to do. Sets up Stealth Rock as he goes into a spinner. So Donphan has a pretty powerful stab EQ, and we just saw how much that Metagross did to Vori, so I'm not quite sure if it's CB or not. He has knockoff in 4th gen, which is great. So he gets rid of my lefties on 4 as I go ahead and set up spikes, and pretty much force him to Rapid Spin at this point. So now I'm going to go into Starmie, who would probably have taken the knockoff just fine because it's 20 base power on stab. But anyway, does force him to Rapid Spin this turn, and now I got a nice Surf coming in for him, and we'll see where he wants to go from there. Hasn't set up any hazards of his own, so there's no need for me to Rapid Spin, and he goes into Melodic, so that's going to eat Surf up adequately. I don't quite recall what this Starmie has, but I'm pretty sure it's got Thunderbolt and Recover and probably Ice Beam because it's just a Life Orb Recover Starmie. So I'm going to go into Grenade Man here, and I'm tell you the truth, I'm not sure why. It seems like an odd switch to make. But anyway, I dodge a Toxic, like completely dodge a Toxic. I had Natural Cure on Starmie anyway. So he, however, feels threatened enough to switch out. I don't quite understand why, but he does. So he goes into Skarm, which can start setting up hazards of its own. And that means I'm going to go into my thing to beat his Steel type, which is also a Togekiss. Sets up Stealth Rock, thankfully Beat at least gets in before it comes up, and I do have a spinner, of course, in the form of Fori. So this, I believe, is kind of a standard flinch kiss with the 4th attacking move being Aura Sphere. So what do I end up going for here? Surprisingly, I don't go for T-Wave. I'm pretty sure this one had T-Wave. Or is it? No, I'm pretty sure it had T-Wave. I switch moves, so it can't be Scarfed. So switch it up to Air Slash and gets a crit, gets a flinch. That's what Air Slash does. It's going to become a recurring theme in this game, actually. Air Slash, Togekiss, flinch. So I'm going to flinch him a couple times, and, he hasn't shown me Recover, but here he's going to show me Recover. So it would take a considerable amount of flinches in a row, and he's got lefties going on too, of course, for that to be a thing. So, I'm at this point in, the metagame, it was pretty assured that a Melodic would have Recover. There weren't, like, funky Melodic sets around there. So keep going for it, though, just to see if we can get something going on, and I don't know, maybe scout out some of his moves. Have we seen a move besides Recover? Because I think he just threatened me out. He did Toxic. We've seen Toxic and that. I do have Aromatherapy on Bliss, so I'm not overly concerned about getting Togekiss Toxic. As you can see, we whittled down half a Melodic. So at this point, I think he's just going to Recover. So I'm going to take that chance to go into Starmie, who will take either Recover is fine, of course, whatever. Or Toxic, and we'll see how much this Life Orb T-Bolt does. Probably not a ton, but first I want to take the chance to Recover and get that Life Orb damage off Toxics, but Natural Cure, so whatever. Gonna T-Bolt and see how much it does. Hoping for a 2-hit KO, that'd be nice. Apparently, I can only imagine I did not actually have T-Wave on that Togekiss, otherwise I absolutely would have gone for it, so I don't know what else that Togekiss would have had. I'm pretty sure I later edited it to have T-Wave, because, stupid sets. Doesn't do as much as I want, and he does a lot more to me than I want, so I've got Recover, but I can't clear this Toxic off while I stay in, so I'm going to go ahead and clear it off by switching out. And go into Medi, and I know Medi can 1v1 this thing, hands down, no questions about it, because Charge Ball, Charge Beam Shadow Ball, is going to do some good stuff. He's got Toxic, but again, I have Aromatherapy, so I can definitely stay in here all day if I want to. I go Shadow Ball first, and see, I haven't killed the Donphan, so maybe I think that was just to try to hit Donphan big if it came in, kind of telegraphing the electric move to come through, so I decided to go that instead. So Surf happens, I'm going to keep on Shadow Balling, and it's going to continue to do some good damage, get that 40% Spit Def drop, and around this time I probably want to go ahead and clear off, yeah, it's too I don't think it's really a range where I want to soft boil, but I might want to go ahead and aromatherapy. So goes into a kiss of his own, since I've been spamming Shadow Ball on him, and instead I decided to aromatherapy. So at least I didn't waste the turn. Although, man, charge me might have been nice. So here I got 514 life on Bliss, and I'm probably gonna be wanting to click a soft boil pretty soon, as I got a charge beam off, and of course automatic attack raise. Gets crit again. Did I get? No, that was a crit air slash I got earlier. So I got 432 life on Bliss, and now I want to click soft boil. So he air slashes once, and flinch, and lefties. And I'm going to click soft boiled again, because I know one more hit from charge beam, of course, can't shadow ball him, will kill him, and a flinch. Number 2. We're going to continue to click soft boiled. And pretty much he's doing the same thing to me that I was trying to do to him about a minute or two ago, in video time anyway. 3 flinches in a row. I think this is going to be it. It's going to have to be the last one, or I'm going to die, and flinch again. But did I mention that before? I may have mentioned before. It's hacks if you don't get the air slash flinch. So there's that. I actually have another one, 5 in a row, that he flinches me there. So unfortunately, my special wall got beat by Togekiss, which I feel like I've seen this happen before. Even in the GBA, it happened. I beat a special wall with Togekiss flinching. So anyway, what I should do right here is go right into my Dugtrio, and at least I can't trap him. Obviously, he's in the air. But I shouldn't do that. His Togekiss is faster than mine and proceeds to beat up my Togekiss, so that's not happy. I think mine's a little bit slower, a little bit more defensive, I would think. I have no idea where I go into 4E. This was literally the lead matchup, and I know he has Flamethrower, so I have no idea why I made that switch. 2009 Cooper, what are you doing? Finally decides to go into Dugtrio, and I furthermore don't know why I click Sucker Punch. It's neutral, of course, because it's not Fairy type. But if he had switched, I would have completely negated it. And yeah, I guess there's the miss chance on Rock Slide, but come on. Anyway, Donphan's here, and it can carry Ice Shard, so I don't like that. And that might be what it goes for. So switches in Beat and takes some Stealth Rock damage, and instead he goes for Knockoff, which I'm assuming that Dugtrio was either Life Orb? I think it took some damage. I think it was Life Orb. Unfortunately, he does indeed reveal Ice Shard, and unfortunately Beat is a little bit too low on life because, I decided to switch it in and get whacked by his Togekiss instead of, free dropping in Dugtrio, which is what Dugtrio does. So, anyway, so Togekiss goes down when it really should not have. Probably has Roost. Pretty sure it has Roost. So there's that, but oh well. 'Cause it's me, and I'm sure it has Roost. Anyway, I'm gonna surf and pick up the one-shot on the Donphan with the Life Orb Starmie, so that's kind of refreshing to see that, hey, yeah, we can still one-shot things. Even though the little snowman thing there is beta, is what it's supposed to mean. As here we're gonna see if I can live this Bullet Punch with Starmie. I do resist it, but I probably have 14 minus HP and defense IVs because that's what the betas were. It's like, I don't care, I just want to use this poke. I don't care if the IVs are good, I just want to use it. So anyway, I died to a Bullet Punch, and his last is a Slowbro, and that's pretty much gonna cap the game because I can't beat a Slowbro with this Infernape whatsoever. I missed my Blaze Kick on top of that, so that's kind of silly. We're gonna see if we can go for more flinch hacks because that's the theme of this game. We do actually get a flinch, but it's not gonna matter. I've got this guy left, and I've got a Dugtrio who has Sucker Punch, but he's not really going to be able to beat a, I don't know, you see Dugtrio is kind of a weak dude in 4th, so not the best at taking out guys from full. He's just going to paralyze me for some reason, and then I guess just in case this didn't pick up the KO, it's just, it's never a bad idea to drop a T-Wave on somebody when it's got 100% accuracy, and Dugtrio is going to come in. We're going to see how much the Earthquake does. I'd be surprised if it even did half, but we'll see. And then he's going to have an Ice Beam there to pick up the KO. Yeah, it did maybe a third. Dugtrio goes down, and that's a good game. The Colts, I don't know why I sacrificed all those pokes to the Togekiss. I don't know that it would have won me the game, but it sure would have been nice to have a reasonably good... I remember when I did this on the credit scroll. It would have been nice to have a reasonably good health Togekiss against that Slowbro. I don't know, it's slow, so I can flinch it, at least. Anyway. That's the battle. Now we have a black screen. I'm just going to mention some things. So, yeah. So, also this video had a watermark on it because this is my test of Camtasia, as I mentioned, Camtasia 9. So we're going to maybe see about getting that removed by methods. But yeah, that's just to make sure that this, we can get back to uploading normal stuff as opposed to only streaming things. We got a couple of things planned, namely one that I'm going to be starting this weekend. There'll be a separate hype video for that, something that's been a long time coming on this channel. We do have some more Pokemon Diamond battles to upload. Probably not playing any more 7th gen games. I can't imagine that'll be a thing. I don't have Ultra Sun or Moon. I'm not going to get Ultra Sun or Moon. Whenever it comes out on the Switch, we'll see what comes then. But until then, this is probably a good time for me to work on those Pokemon Diamond videos that are not yet up there. And then there will, of course, be some more Dungeons and Dragons streams for those of you who are into that, and possibly other random streams. And at least now I can get back to actually uploading, actual video content. So we're going to stop this before we get to the old 11-minute mark. See you guys for a future video. Later days.